Sergeant Mkhola, it's true or it's common cause that you are the investigating officer in this case. 636 of 10/2014, correct?
That's correct, my lord.
So the investigations under this case, they commenced from the 30th of May up to the date a warrant of execution, a warrant of arrest was executed to accused number 1 at Modabi police station, prison, correct?
That's correct, my lord.
During the investigation of this matter, is it correct that there were several statements that you have taken from the witnesses and you have commissioned those statements?
That's correct, my lord.
All right. I'll just take you. The evidence that you led or elicited during the trial within the trial, there was something that was not put to you about the arrest of accused number 1 on the 19th of March 2019. Are you aware of that information? Or do you have knowledge of his arrest on the 19th of March 2019?
That's correct, my lord.
So do you know who were the arresting officers on that day?
It was Sergeant Baloi and Sergeant Mutau.
Thank you. Do you know why? What was the reason for his arrest?
My lord, he was found with possession of drugs.
Is that the information you have? Because according to accused number 1, he was arrested for the allegations of murder of Senzo Mayo.
My lord, on the 2 statements of Sergeant Baloi and Sergeant Mutau, there is nowhere, my lord, where they have mentioned that they have arrested accused number 1 on the case of Senzo Mayo.
So, ma'am, are you in possession of those statements?
I can go and look for the statements, my lord.
I just want to clear you up here. In relation to the charge of possession of drugs, we talk about case number 217-03-2019, correct?
That's correct, my lord.
So was such statement incorporated in that docket?
That's correct, my lord.
There's no way, or during your investigation of case number 636 about the death of Senzo Mayo, such statements were not incorporated into from 217 to 636.
There is, my lord.
So, with the leave of the court, pending this statement being brought to the defense, I'll humbly request the court or to suspend the question relating to the statements of those 2 officers.
You don't have that in your
I don't have
they were
them
not disclosed, Mr. Baloi. Mudau and Baloi's statements were not disclosed to the defense.
Contents of the visa docket were disclosed as well.
Yeah, no, but my question is pertinent. Where Baloi and Mudau's statements concerning this case, which of the drugs, of which the sergeant here says they arrested accused number 1 on, were they not given to all the councils here.
Yes, that is a point that we're making. That
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, if they are in a Temisa docket, the Temisa docket was also
The
disclosed.
whole Tembisa docket was handed over. That's what they are saying, Mr. Mngomezulu.
Thank you, my lord. That's the reason why I would like to suspend this question.
Yeah, but you're suspending it not because she must go and look for those statements of Baloyi and Mudau. You're suspending your cross-examination because you don't have them at hand now.
Correct, my lord.
Yeah.
Not that I don't have it now, my lord. I don't want to engage into a debate, but there are certain files that I was given which does not relate to
Okay, fine.
to 636.
Fine, okay.
Thank
My
you.
lord, I see the accused would like to see the defense. Adjournment.
May I approach, my lord?
But may I also approach?
Yes, anyone who wants to approach can approach.
May I proceed, my lord?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, that's the reason why I want to emphasize on the reason for the arrest of accused number one was not related to drugs. When he was arrested by Baloyi and Mudau, they accused him of the allegations of the death of Senzo Meyiwa. As a result, he was taken to Chlorop, where he was interrogated.
My lord, in the two statements of Baloyi and Mudau, my lord, there is nowhere where they say, my lord, we have arrested Moses Spear because of Senzo Meyiwa case.
On the day of the interrogation, there's an officer called Zungu was present, General Lishabane was present, General Sibia was present, Warrant Officer Makubo was present. At that time, those witnesses will come and confirm that. At that time, when they interrogated accused number one, there were no charges of possession of drugs at that time at Chlorop. Is there anything you wish to say?
My lord, the statements which I have of Sergeant Mudau and Baloyi, there is nowhere where they said we took accused number one and questioned him on Senzo Meyiwa case.
Okay. I'll come to that aspect of the statements. Now, my instruction, as it was also put to other witnesses, that after the interrogation of accused number one on the 19th of March, from the information given by Zungu, which those officers did not believe it, and they'll come and confirm that. That's the reason why accused number one was released on those allegations. But prior to the release, I'll tell you something. Then, that's when a search was conducted on accused number one, whereby at that time they alleged that he was in possession of drugs. After the allegations of murder, that's when, after that, he was released. They alleged that he was found in possession.
My lord, I think the counsel, maybe he can put that question in a different way, not drag the two statements of Baloyi, and I think you can put it to me to say, do you have knowledge if there was a meeting in Chlorop whereby who and who was present?
I know you are not teaching me how to cross-examine, but what I can tell you is the version that I got from accused number one, which I put it clearly, and it was, you understood it, and you were better able to respond from what I was telling you. Let me move on. I don't want to waste time on this one. Let's look at this. After he was released then taken to Tembisa, back to Tembisa. That's where he was charged under cast 217/03/2019 for being in possession of drugs. Ultimately, that matter was not placed on the roll. He was released. The question that I want to pose to you, if you have the knowledge of the arrest in 2019, do you know if there were photos that were taken from accused number one when he was arrested?
I don't have any photos, my lord, under Tembisa South case 217 of 3/2019.
And according to your knowledge about that matter of the first arrest in 2019, do you have any knowledge if the cell phones were taken from accused number one?
No, my lord, I don't remember any cell phone taken.
If perhaps photos were taken during the first arrest, you would agree with me that such photos would have been kept in the docket under case number 217/03/2019. Do you agree? Possession of drugs.
Maybe counsel, if maybe you can explain the part of the photos, because my lord, what I know is that you can take a photo for the purpose of investigation.
Yes.
And thereafter, when the suspect is arrested, my lord, and placed in the holding cells, I know, my lord, that there are people, I think it's Crime Intelligence Office, my lord, who will go there and take the photos of the suspect. So they will not take, it's not like in a form of an album, or profiling.
Okay, let's just move on. The fact is that no photos were taken on his first arrest, no cell phones were taken on his first arrest again. On the 30th of May 2020, when you approach accused number one in Tembisa with a J50 warrant of arrest, that warrant of arrest indicated a case number 217/03/2019. Do you agree, ma'am?
That's correct, my lord.
Now, accused number one, after you have arrested him, I want to see the relevance. Okay, let me just get it this way. Let me put it this way for your understanding. These two phones that were taken from accused number one were taken before a confession was made. Do you agree?
That's correct, my lord.
What was the reason for taking those cell phones? If you were executing a warrant that related to possession of drugs, what was the reason?
My lord, the cell phones were taken for the purpose of investigations.
For which investigations, ma'am? 217 or 636?
My lord, all the investigations, my lord, pertaining, or all the investigations, my lord, concerning accused number one.
I want to put it to you that those cell phones were obtained unlawfully because the reason for approaching accused... Sorry, before I proceed, ma'am, there's something that slipped my mind. You became aware of the first arrest. Was it prior to the second arrest or after the second arrest?
May you repeat the question, my lord?
You became aware that accused number one was first arrested in 2019. When you became aware of that fact or that information, was it before you arrested him for the second time or after you have already arrested him?
Before the arrest, my lord.
So meaning it never came to your attention that when he was arrested for the first time, the first arrest related to the death of Mngomezulu.
No, my lord.
Thank you. Ma'am, before I proceed, my lord, may I be permitted to show the the witness, Annexure 7 of the annexures of Gideon House. Although it is not much, it's on page 11. Do you recognize any photo in that exhibit or annexure?
I see a photo, my lord. It's not clear.
All right. Will you be able to identify, even if it's blurry, will you be able to identify who is in that photo?
My lord, I can only recognize because there is, my lord, names under the photo.
Thank you. So will you agree with me that that person is wearing a hat?
That's correct, my lord.
Before you ask you to read what is below that photo, is it common practice in the SAPS when you take a photo from a suspect, you take a photo from a suspect wearing a hat? Is it a common practice?
My lord, you mean when you want to profile?
For all reasons.
My lord, let me comment on the profiling. If you take a photo for profiling, I don't think maybe the head. I mean, you have to take off the head because they want it. It must show the full view of the person. That is me now thinking, my lord. But on how do they work on this, my lord, I have no knowledge because I don't take photos of the suspect.
No, I understand. I'll get to the second arrest where the photos were taken. May I ask you to read what is below that photo? Ma'am, in terms of this paragraph in annexure DD5, I would like to take you to paragraph 15.2.2. DD5, paragraph 15.2.2. Do you see that?
Paragraph
15.2.2.
Yes, my lord.
All right. May you please read that paragraph for me? The whole paragraph 15.2.2. It's not that big, just maybe 2 or 3 lines.
The number of Muzika Kulwa Temba Sibia, accused 1 with cell number 27793790137, was saved on SIM card under index NR 109 as Muzi.
You may
Number was identified through Truecaller section 205 and during an arrest on Tembisa case 217/03/2019, a Samsung SMG 532F with IMEI 3582170817800163, forensic bag PA 6500178680, with number was found in his possession.
Thank you. So you will agree, this is the affidavit by Lieutenant Colonel Gideon House. It speaks about one cell phone. One cell phone. Do you see that?
Yes, my lord.
And when comparing this evidence with your evidence, the distinction is that he refers to a cell phone that was taken in 2019. Correct?
My lord, I don't see any sentence, my lord, that says the phone was taken in 2019.
When you read the paragraph that started with number with identification through, remember when you were reading this paragraph, 15.2, the second paragraph, it dealt with the cell phone that was taken during the arrest of accused number 1 under case number 21703/2019, and it referred to a Samsung cell phone that was retrieved from accused number 1. Do you see that?
My Lord, let's not forget that the accused number 1 was arrested on twice, different dates.
Yes, I understand. I'm getting there, ma'am.
But the case is the same, but he was arrested twice.
Yes, that's very relevant what you're saying. Your evidence, according to this affidavit that you read during examination, Chief, dealt with 2 cell phones. The other one is black and the other one is gold. I'm not sure it's gold, but it dealt with 2 cell phones. Yes. Do you remember saying that?
I remember, my Lord.
Now, the other interesting part is that when this cell phone was retrieved in 2019, was taken from accused number 1, it was sealed and was given a seal number, a PA number that is different from the PA number that you just mentioned before this court. Do you want to satisfy yourself with that distinction?
Yes, my Lord.
Can you please read the PA number which 2 cell phones were put in as per your evidence?
The PA number is the one that is recorded on the SAP 13 is PA 500 180 6986.
Then the PA number that is on the second paragraph of paragraph, second line of paragraph 15.2.2. You see the PA number?
Yes, my Lord.
Do you agree it's not the same as the one you just read now?
It's not the same, my Lord.
In actual fact, according to your evidence and Mr. Host's evidence, there should be 3 cell phones that were found from accused number 1. Do you agree?
My Lord, I'm not sure where did Colonel Host got this exhibit back number. Because, my Lord, what I know is that after the analysis are done, like the downloading is done, they put it in a new exhibit back number. So I'm not sure if he got hold of that new exhibit back number and work on this this information. I have no idea, but we can check and trace where it is coming from. So I cannot say it's different, because this is what this is the exhibit back in which I've put in the exhibit.
Yes, but what is of importance is that in terms of paragraph 5 of this affidavit of Mr. Host, he was conducted by Brigadier Dininga. And this affidavit is one of the contents in the docket 636, which you are investigating. Thank you, my Lord. With the leave of the court, I don't want to disturb the records. I just want to place on record the reasons why accused number 1 was released in 2019, my Lord, to this witness.
Was released from where?
From Chlorop, my Lord. From Chlorop.
Let's hear.
Yes. Ma'am, there's a witness that is going to testify that accused number 1 was arrested on the basis that Mr. Zungu called General Lishabane and informed him that a firearm that was used to kill Senzo Meiwa is suspected to be in possession of accused number 1 in Tembisa. Then, because General Lishabane was aware that Warrant Officer Makubo was also the investigating officer in this matter, he called Warrant Officer Makubo to come to Chlorop. And it has been placed by Makubo that he found General Spear, General Shabane, and Zungu in one of the offices. He even said it's suspected to be the office of General Shabane, with Zungu in the office when he arrived in Chlorop. When he was listening from the evidence of Zungu, from the statement that Zungu was giving to the generals, that's when Zungu told them that Fiso Ntuli, which is accused number 5, was also seen around those days in Tembisa. That's when Warrant Officer Makubo started to doubt the evidence, that statement that Zungu was telling them, because he took out a cell phone, he went to his images, then he showed Zungu an image depicting Fanis Iban Fisoku Sentuli. He showed him. He said, "Are you referring to this person? Is this the person you say was seen in Tembisa?" Yes, Zungu agreed and said, "This is the person is seen around." According to his informer, Fisoku Sentuli is seen around Tembisa. That's when Warrant Officer Makubo said, "No, it can't be, because I'm the one who arrested Fisoku Sentuli." Fisoku Sentuli. And I think, may I just confirm that, my Lord, with the Warrant Officer Makubo informed Zungu that he arrested accused number 5 on the 13th of August 2018. There's no way that Zungu could be, that Ntuli could be around Tembisa. Can you comment on that?
No comment, my lord.
And Warrant Officer Makubo will come and tell this court that immediately after he told Zungu that this man could not be in Tembisa, then he put his both hands, Lishabane put his both hands on his head and said, "Yo, you put me in trouble. What will I say to the National Commissioner? Why? What would be the reason for me to arrest accused number 1?" And General Sibia went out of the office, went out of General Lishabane's office, and thereafter a decision was taken to go and search again to the place where accused number 1 was residing. Hence, that drug was found, as they allege. It was found, and then he was charged with possession of drugs. In the nutshell, the evidence of Zungu was disbelieved from the onset. That's the reason why accused number 1 was released on the 19th of March 2019 on the allegations of the death of Senzo Meyu.
I don't know whether it's fair to confront this witness with firstly hearsay evidence and to state that hearsay evidence as a fact. We submit that that question should be disallowed.
My Lord, I would humbly request that this, because there's evidence that has been led by Warrant Officer.
But this witness,
my Lord, let me address the issue of the concern by my colleague. This witness is the investigating officer under docket 636, and it is per evidence of this witness that she was aware of the arrest of accused number 1 in 2019.
Yeah.
What could be the reason for not putting the reason why accused number 1 was released in 2019? She must have this, that must be put to her.
Yeah,
and
put
I'm
it-
placing it on record so that when my witnesses are coming, that has been put on record.
Yeah, put it. Let's hear.
Yes. Let's move on, ma'am. 2020 now. I'm done with 2019. Accused number 1 is arrested again on the allegations that he was involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. All the processes were followed. Most of the things that you just told the court are in common cause with the version I have. Even today, my instruction from accused number 1 is vehemently denying his involvement in the death of Senzo Meyiwa. Before I proceed on what he told you, because at that time when you said accused number 1 said, I was waiting for the right time to come. Remember saying that? That was your evidence, Brigadier Kininda. You said I was waiting for the time to come. Remember saying that?
That's correct, my lord.
I'll just put it on record because I have witnesses that I am going to call in defense of accused number 1 or the rest of the accused. My lord, I was going to request your lordship to indulge me so that whatever statements that I've prepared this morning, I may put them on Monday in a chronological way, which I want to put it to this witness, being the investigating officer under docket 636 of 10/2014. May I request your indulgence?
No, it's not my indulgence. Put whatever you want to put.
May I request the matter to stand down until Monday
What's the reason?
for proper preparation of the statements? I think there are more than 14, my lord.
Okay, Mr.
That-
Kaloi?
Well, regarding the requests for the matter to stand down, we don't have a problem with it. We'll see what is being put to the witness.
Okay. Are you available, ma'am?
I'm
on Monday?
available, my lord. I'm available.
Okay. Okay. We shall adjourn until Monday.
I always do.